Good afternoon, everybody. Brooke here. About to do our Friday focus. Today's equipment of choice is the Pilates ball. So we're going to need a ball for today. Preferably, you're not going to have any substitutions, just get a ball. One of the things that I love about most Pilates equipment is it's light, it's affordable, you can collapse it, you can just take that plug out of the ball and pump it up every time you need it if you need to. So they're really easy things to have at home and completely accessible. We can do lots of different things, which we're going to try out today. So anyway, we're going to start standing up. We're going to do a 30-minute session focusing on the ball. We're going to do abdominals, core, legs, back, and some really nice stretches. So get ready and let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with the ball between your knees, standing at the end of your mat. Just having a little check of your feet. Toes and heels should be in a line, feet about width apart. We're going to sit up as tall as you can, slide the shoulders down the back, draw the abdominals in, and then inhale, lift your arms overhead, and then exhale, come up onto your toes with a little bit of a squeeze on that ball. Good. And reach your arms out to the side, lower your heels down to the mat, drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, and roll all the way down over your legs. Just hanging there for a moment. Nod the head yes, and then shake the head no. Good. Bend your knees. Now the ball is there to keep the knees tracking perfectly in line with your feet and your hips. Hands come down to the mat. Breathe out as you walk forward. Coming into a high plank. Again, got a little bit of a squeeze happening on the ball. Squeeze the glutes as well. Lift your head and then tap your ball down to the back. Bring onto the tips of the toes. Then breathe out, lift the knees back up. Breathe in, tap the ball down to the mat, onto the tips of those toes. Exhale, lift back up. Stay there for 3 and 2. 1 more. Down and up. And then lift the hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch here. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Now bend the knees, round the spine, roll yourself all the way back up. Just re-stacking the spine, one vertebra on top of the other, shoulders on top of ribs, head comes on top of the shoulders. Then breathe out, drop the hips down, and that ball is there to make sure the knees track perfectly in line over your toes. The knees don't draw together or roll out to the side. Stay here for 3, breathing out as you come down. Inhale, lift back up, hips coming down towards the floor, thighs parallel to the floor. Inhale up. And then hold the last one down. Squeeze the ball with the knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in. Come back to standing. One more time. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. And then exhale, come up into your balance, up onto your toes. Now reach your arms out to the side. Drop your heels down. Drop your chin to your chest. Round your spine. Rolling all the way down one more time. Bend your knees. Get your hands to the mat. Walk forward. Breathing out as you come forward. And then lift the head, slide the shoulders down the back, and we're going to come into some push-ups. Inhale, lower the chest. Exhale, press the mat away. Just 3 more, down and up. Last 2. 1 more, up and hold. Now I'm going to lower the knees, lower the ball, and sit back onto your heels, stretching your arms out, rest your head. Good. Now take the ball away, and we're going to just place it at the end of your mat. You're going to pin that ball with your feet. So I want it just right under your ankles. It's just resting. So now the ball should be quite soft. I notice sometimes when people have their own balls, they pump them up like a basketball size. We want it to be a little bit squishy. There should be some instability in the ball. So just make sure that your ball's not over full. So slide your hands down your legs, reach towards your feet, folding forward. And then inhale, straighten up your spine. Float your hands up and then exhale, tilt the pelvis, scoop the abdominals in, round your spine, and slowly roll yourself down to the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, lift the hands, lift the head, and curl yourself back up. So that ball just adds a little bit more challenge to our roll up. Inhale, straighten up the back. So lift the legs a little bit higher and creates that instability that you have to control as you roll all the way back down. Inhale, lengthening through the fingertips. Exhale, lift the hands, head, spine. Again, it's a little bit trickier to roll up without using momentum. Stretch forward. Inhale, again, articulate, straightening up the back. We're going to come halfway back now. Hold. Point your shoulders, really squeeze the legs together, and now add a twist. Looking over your left shoulder, right, left arm reaching behind. Inhale, back to the center. Twist to the right. Breathing out. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. So just making sure that those feet don't roll left or right on that ball. Sweep to the right and center. It's actually a lot tougher than it looks, keeping the legs still on a soft ball. twist to the right, come back to the center, slowly roll yourself all the way back down to the mat. Take a deep breath in, and then breathe out one more time. Hands, head, spine curling up. Reach forward, try to stay still on the ball. Inhale, straighten out the back. And exhale, come halfway back, and we're gonna hold here. Now you're gonna open your legs out and pick up your ball. So you lift the ball up towards your hands. The ball's in your ankles, lifting those legs up and down. This is quite advanced. If it doesn't quite work for you, you can pull your knees in, just bend and extend. So this is a modification, or if you can, straight legs up and down for 3, 2, last one. I'm going to lower the legs, squeeze that ball, scoop the abdomen, slowly roll yourself back down to the mat. And then inhale, reach the arms over your head. Now just pull that ball in, pass it to your hands. And then we're going to place the ball between your knees. Knees right above the hips. Imagine your legs are kind of folded over a box. Drop your rib cage down, draw your abdominals in. Keep a little bit of a gap under your lower back into that neutral spine, that natural curve of your lower back. Hands off the edges of the mat, and we're going to drop your knees down to the right as you turn your head to the left. Then breathe out, knees come back to the center. Drop your knees down to the left as you turn your head to the right. Breathing out, lift the knees back to the midline one more time each way. Knees drop one direction, the head turns the other direction. Keep the knees directly above those hips. Keep the feet parallel to the floor as you go the other way, turning the head opposite from the knees. Come back to that midline, and now lift your head, lift your shoulders, stretch your arms along your sides, extend the legs out, squeeze the ball tight, and start pumping the arms. Breathing in for 4 beats. Flip your palms as you breathe out for 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, so chin to chest, looking towards the abdominals, trying to keep the abdominals scooped and tight. So your inner thigh connection helps you to engage your deep abdominals. So the more we squeeze that ball, the more the inner thighs are working. That helps you connect into your pelvic floor, which is like basically the bottom of your abdominals. Helps you connect into your transverse abdominis, which wraps tight around your middle. So the more we squeeze those inner thighs, it just helps you to keep your deepest muscles engaged. Stay here for 2 more breaths. 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Good. Take the shoulders back, grab your ball, hug your knees into your chest, and add a little bit of movement side to side. So massaging out any tension through the lower back. Good. Now we're going to place the ball into your ankles. Knees above the hips. So again, starting that tabletop position. Hands come behind the head. Breathing out. We're going to lift the head, lift the shoulders up off the mat. Stretch your legs, squeeze your ball, scoop your abdominals in, and then inhale, drop the shoulders, bend the knees. Exhale, peel the shoulders up, stretch your legs long, squeeze, scoop the abdominals in, hold, inhale back down. Now we're gonna add a twist, lifting the shoulders, stretching the legs, roll the right leg over left, squeeze the ball between those ankles, so even lower the legs down, and then twist towards your right leg, lifting your left shoulder, lifting your left elbow. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shoulders, bend the knees, just kind of unroll that ball. And then other side, lift the shoulders, stretch the legs, roll the left leg over the right, squeeze the ball tight, lower the legs a click, lift your left shoulder, left elbow, staying there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, shoulders back, bend the knees. Make sure you still have a good grip on the ball. If you're starting to lose it, just kind of readjust. And then again, shoulders up, legs long, squeeze, roll the ball, twist towards that top leg. Stay there for 4. Really get that elbow high up to the ceiling, shoulder high up off the mat. Last 2 and 1. Breathe in, drop the shoulders, bend the knees. Last set, shoulders high, legs long, left leg over the right, squeeze the ball, twist towards that left leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the shoulders, grab the ball, and hug your knees into your chest. Add a little bit of movement side to side. Good. Now I want you to roll that ball so it's right on top of your right knee. I want you to extend your left leg long. Your head and shoulders stay down on the mat, and press your hands into the ball and pull your knee back into the ball. So it's like you're trying to pop your ball between your hands and your knee. Feel the abdominals start to turn on. Now inhale, change the legs. Left ball on that left knee, extend the right leg. Pull that knee tight back into that ball. Press the hands away, so it has to be a really strong push and a strong pull back that knee to get the abdominals really working. Let's keep changing sides. Big exhale with each. Squeeze the ball. Inhale as you change. Exhale, hold, squeeze. Pull that knee back. Press the hands forward. Feel the abdominals tighten. Inhale, change. Let's stay here for 4. Hold. Inhale, change. 3. Squeeze. Hold. Inhale, change. Last 2. Big push on that ball, stretch the other leg long, and 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Now take your feet down to the mat, lift your hips up, and we're gonna place the ball under the pelvis. So it should be right between your hip bones and your tailbone. Hands along your sides and lift your knees up one at a time. Again, imagine those knees kind of folded over a box and perfect 90-degree angle through the knees. Sink your ribs down, draw your belly button in, touch your fingertips to the inside of your hip bones and really scoop those lower abdominals tight. Now we lift the fingertips up over your shoulder and lower your right toe down to the mat. Hold it there. So imagine you're just touching water. Lower your left toe down to the mat and hold. Exhale, lift the right knee up, little sip of breath, and then breathe out to lift the left knee up. 2 more times. Right toe comes down, hold. Left toe goes down, no weight into the toes. Lift the right knee, take a little inhale, and then lift the left knee. Now just check that the ribs haven't started to peel up off the mat. Right toe comes down. And again, here, it's important that there's a little bit of movement in that ball. So you have to stabilize. Come back to the center. Now we're gonna flex your feet, pull your toes in, lead with your left heel, so opposite leg leading away. Follow with the right, inhale to hold, lift the left, keep the ribs down, and then lift the right. Take a big breath in, breathing out, lower the left heel down to the mat, no weight into that heel, maybe a millimeter of space between your heel and your mat. Right heel comes down, a little inhale, then lift your left knee, lift the right knee. We're gonna go 1 more time each way, left heel down, right heel down, left knee up, right knee up, and hold. Now you're gonna point your toes. We're gonna add the arms now. We're gonna extend your right arm, extend your left legs, reach that toe to the wall in front of you. Breathe in, come back to your starting point. Breathe out, left arm and right leg. Again, check that those ribs are down, that the abdominals are scooped. Keep alternating sides, stay still on that ball. Breathing out and in. Always with one hand directly over the shoulders. So I don't want this hand down along your sides. It's like there's a no-fly zone right over these abdominals. So no arm, no knee kind of tucks in over that chest. Like there's a stopper over the shoulder, over the hip. 1 more time each way, breathing out as you reach. Breathe in as you come back into your dead bug position. Breathe out as you reach. Breathe in as you come back into that center position. Now lift your toes up to the ceiling, stretch the legs long. We're going to go out to the sides like pages of a book. Right arm, left leg. Again, stay still on that ball. Breathe out, draw everything back together. Draw the belly button in a little tighter. Breathe out as you take that left arm, right leg. Take a little inhale and then exhale. Sweep back to that midline. Now if you need to modify this, you can bend your knees and just drop that knee out. The knee bent 90 degrees, taking that foot a little closer to the body, makes it a little less challenging with the balance. But if you can, definitely try with the legs straight. Just sweeping out, just slow, controlled movements. If you feel like that death wobble is about to come on, that's where you stop and just realign, reconnect. 1 more time each way. This is all about deep core muscles. They're not the big burning exercises. They're just about stability. But still important exercises to work. All of this stuff that really supports lower back issues. Now I want you to tug your knees into your chest. Stay high up on that ball and extend your legs out. Point your toes. Just hold the backs of the calves. Try to pull those calves down in towards your chest. And then hold the right leg. Let the left leg drop away from you. And just feel like you're doing the splits upside down. So really try to get the right leg in. Drop the left leg down towards the floor. Then inhale, change the legs. Left leg pulls in towards the chest. And right leg goes down towards the floor. Again, now just drop the right foot, drop the left foot, lift your hips up off the ball, take the ball away. We're gonna roll up to sitting and then flip over to all fours. So we're gonna do a couple of different things on the legs with the ball. For the first one, I want you to pinch the ball behind your right knee. So it's like you're just trying to squeeze it there. There's like a little squeeze, but again, the ball shouldn't be too full. If there's a little bit of give in that ball, it's a little bit easier to hold it at the back of the knee. And we lift that toe up to the ceiling. Now lift the rib cage up and away, zip the core in, press the mat away, and pulse up from here. Little lips. 8, 7. Think up an inch, down an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now turn the knee out, squeeze that ball behind the knee, circle the knee up and around for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse your circles. Let's do 4 the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the toe back up to the ceiling. 1 more set, pointing the toe to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now breathing out, I want you to drop your chin around the spine, tuck the knee into your forehead. Inhale, lift the head, lift the toe to the ceiling. Exhale, round the spine, draw the knee into your chest, moving the spine with this one. This is the only one where we are allowed to move that spine into your cat stretch, scooping and hollowing the abdominals, and then into that arched back, that cow lift. Now come back to your midline, drop the knee down to the mat. Take the ball away, and we're going to place the ball under your left knee. Now we're still focusing on our right leg, but we are going to add a little more challenge by balancing on the ball. So the ball is under your left knee. Lift the leg straight up and down. So right leg just lifts and lowers, no bend in the knee, foot flexed. Press the mat away. Think about your rib to hip connection. So we're slightly lifting the lower back, lifting the ribs up into the body. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the foot back down, point your toes, sweep the leg out to the side, circle around. Now there's no movement through that left leg. That quad muscle on your supporting leg is going to start to burn a little bit. It's working quite hard just to stay still as we circle. Do big controlled circles with this right leg. Stay there for 3 and 2. Last one. Take the toe back down to the mat. And we just do taps, like draw a hill with that toe. Up and over, up and back. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4. So having the ball there also makes the upper body have to work quite a bit harder. And to take the pressure off the wrist, I just want you to press into the pads of your fingertips. We really spread the weight right to the ends of the fingers. Now with the foot, keep the toe, and with the next one, reach that toe to the right corner of the mat. Rotate your leg out, and then lift the leg up at a long diagonal. Hold at the top. Make sure your left elbow isn't bending. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, slowly lift up and hold. Imagine a string through that right toe, reaching up to the top right corner of the room as it lifts. Stay here for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Now, if anyone wants to try the super challenge, we take your left hand to the left corner of the mat, left hand and right leg up for 4, 3. So a lot more weight into that ball. 2 and 1. Take that left hand down, take the right knee down. Kick your ball away and have a little stretch. Just sit back onto your heels, stretch your arms, rest your head. Good. So we're going to go through all of that on the other side. So I'm going to turn myself around so you can see what's happening with the ball. We squish the ball behind your left knee. Press the mat away, zip the core up and away. Point the toe, lift the toe up to the ceiling, and pulse up from there. 8, 7, 6, 5. So little lifts. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate the knee out, turn the toe in, squeeze that ball tight. Circle there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse your circles. 4 the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Now pull the knee back into the chest. One more set. Little toes up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. Round the spine. Drop the chin. Pull that knee into your chest. Inhale. Lift the head. Lift the toe. Exhale. Mobilizing the spine. Rippling through as you lift the head. Arch the back. Then round the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And back to the center. Drop your knee. I'm going to take the ball out of the back of the right knee and place it under, from the left leg to the right. So the ball's tucked under your right knee. Left leg extends. So working into our left leg, moving that left leg and lift the leg up and down. Foot is flexed. Leg is straight. Stay there. 8, 7. So keeping that knee right under the hip on that standing leg, right on top of that ball. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now point the toes, scoop the belly button up and in, circle the leg around. Sweep it out for 8, 7. Think about your upper body. The second side of the upper body always gets a little more tired, so it's even more important to really press into those fingertips, slightly pull the hands apart, make sure the muscles of your upper back are staying strong. Last one, take the toe back to the center line of the mat, zip the core up and away, tap the foot out and in, drawing a hill, drawing a rainbow with that toe. Stay there 4 more. And 3. Exhale with each extension. Inhale as it comes back to the midline. 2. With the last one, we hold the toe at the corner of the mat, rotate the leg out, leading with that finger toe. We lift the leg up to the top corner of the room. Inhale back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 6 more. So feeling that a little bit of burn coming into that right quad muscle. Your upper body, like I said, is working harder. Really keep pressing the mat away. Don't sink into your shoulders. Keep your head lifted. Stay there. 3 more. And 2. Last one we hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the left knee. Kick the ball away. Toes together, knees apart, and sit back onto your heels. Stretching your arms, stretch your back. Good, and just drag your hands back. Place the hands right behind you. Lift your hips up. Open up the shoulder blades. Open up the collarbone. And then sink your hips back down to your heels. And then lace the fingers together behind the back. Just get a nice strip 2 there. Reverse it with the fingers laced in front of you. Round the shoulders. Good. Now we're going to come in to some shoulder bridge exercises. So onto your back. So place the ball between your knees. Have your feet close into your hips. Feet should be directly beneath your knees. You should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. Then take your hands to your lower abdominals. Press the lower back down into the mat. Scoop the abdominals and lift your pelvic floor. Hold your infant for a big breath in, expanding to the sides of the rib cage. And then as you breathe out, squeeze the ball a little tighter. Peel your spine up one vertebra at a time, articulating every joint of that spine until you're right up onto those shoulders. Now, once the shoulders are up, I'm going to squeeze the ball a little tighter, button your ribs a little closer towards your hips. So just make sure the rib cage isn't open and flaring out. Now, we're going to drop hips down, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs as you lift up. Inhale, lower, exhale. Let's lift the fingertips up to the ceiling as well. Stay there for 6. Think about your waist, really narrowing the waist with each lift. So we're focusing on the glutes and your inner thighs. But I also want you to think about that transverse abdominis, which is like your corset muscle. And try to wrap that corset a little tighter. Squeeze that muscle in with each lift of the hips. Last 2. Now hold this last one up. Zip the core tight. Relax the shoulders. Float your left leg. Sorry, I'm going to put my right foot up. Standing on your left leg and squeeze the ball with that right leg. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right foot down. Lift the hips a touch higher. Just a little correction, getting the hips up. Press into your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Squeeze the ball for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lower the left foot. Lift the hips a little higher. Just a little correction each time you have both feet on the mat. Exhale, float your right leg up. Look down the body. The knees should be level. The hips should be level. Squeeze the ball. 4, 3. Option to take your hands down to the mat if you need a little more stability or some help to keep those hips high as you change sides. Or if you want the more advanced, we keep the fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. Left leg comes up. Last set. Squeeze in the ball for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in. Drop that left heel down to the mat. Lift the hips a little higher. Reach the arms all the way behind you. Back to the hands. Stay stuck to the floor as you melt your spine back down to the mat. Imagining a bicycle chain, one leg at a time, dropping down as each vertebra comes down. So we force every joint to move individually. Then inhale, take your hands back to your sides. Take the ball away. Have your feet together, knees together. I'm going to place the ball under your feet. Now walk your ball in close to your body. It's going to want to roll away from you. So we need to try to keep it close. Lift your toes up so you're digging your heels into the ball. We're going to exhale, lift the hips up. Inner thighs are touching. Inner thighs are working quite hard with this one. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Stay there for 6. Again, think about that core wrapping tight around your middle. 5, 4, last 3. So this gets a lot into your hamstrings as well. Hold the next one up, little squeeze at the top. 8, 7, 6. Here's where you start to get that death wobble. 4, try to stabilize it. 2, and 1. Drop the hips back down. Lift your toes up to the ceiling just to give those hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. Big inhale. Let it go. I'm going to go one more variation. So again, get your feet onto that ball. Walk it in towards your hips. Lift your toes slightly. Dig your heels into the ball. Then breathe out. Lift the hips up. Try to hold the hips high. And then try to stabilize as you lift your hands up to the ceiling. Lower them back down to the mat. So just holding your shoulder bridge. Trying to resist that death wobble as you lift the arms up. Then lower them back down. It's actually quite a lot harder than a lift. Squeeze the knees together, lift, and lower. Last one, lift and hold. So you can do some little lifts for 4 without rolling off the ball. 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands down to the mat. and then drop your hips down. And one more time, just stretch out those hamstrings. Take a big breath in, chin to chest, and roll yourself all the way up. Good. We're going to come back to the abdominals for a moment. I want you to place the ball right between your shoulders. Actually, kind of put it behind you, and then roll yourself back. So you're kind of resting on that ball. Take your hands behind your head. Lift your knees up into a tabletop position. So we're just kind of resting on that ball. I want you to open the elbows out to the sides. Really fold over that ball so you get a really lovely stretch through your chest. And then breathe out, stretch the legs long as you kind of wrap the elbows a little tighter, lift the chest a little higher, chin into your chest. Inhale, bend the knees, open out over that ball. Give that lovely stretch, just kind of reversing that curve of the thoracic spine. Then breathe out, head up, elbows coming closer, scoop the belly up and extend your legs. Inhale down. So this is a really good one at the end of a long day. If you've been kind of hunched at your desk all day, this is really kind of reverses that hunch and engages the core. 2 more there. Just folding over that ball, head down, elbows out to your sides, enjoying that lovely stretch. Exhale, lift the head, wrap the elbows around, extend the legs, scoop the core in a little tighter. Last one, inhale down. Exhale, lift. Now you can also add a little bit of variation here at the top. You can lower right leg down. Exhale, lift. Lower your left leg down. Exhale, lift. Lower both legs down. Exhale, lift. Take the legs out and in and out and in. Hold and take your hands out to the side and then circle the legs. Big exhale. Inhale, hold at the top. Circle the other way. Inhale, hold. So all sorts of fun things we can do with this ball, just supporting that upper body as we move our legs. The important thing is to keep your chin into your chest. Look towards the abdominals. One last time. Let's just take the hands back behind the head and slowly lower the legs down to the mat. And so you roll up off of that ball. Reach over your legs, grabbing your feet, grabbing your ankles, wherever you can reach, and really draw your chest down towards the knees. Good. Now sit up nice and tall. We're going to flip over onto your front and do some work on the upper back with your ball. So we're going to start with the ball off the end of your mat, hands pressing into that ball. We scoop your belly button up away from the mat, press into the ball and roll the ball back as you lift your chest high, roll it away as you drop that chest low. Exhale, lift the chest up, pressing into the ball, rolling it into the body, then rolling it out. 2 more there. Breathing out, pull the ball in, lift the chest, roll it down. Last one, chest goes up as you pull the ball in and then slowly lower it away. Now pick up the ball and pass it behind your back. When you hold it with both hands, you just stretch, reach it down the backs of the legs and keep the chest up as you pass it forward. Pass it back, pass it forward. Trying to keep that chest high. Good, 2 more here and then we're gonna reverse. Last one, when the ball is in front of you, reverse your pass. Hold it. And then reach, again, lifting that chest a little higher. Pass to the front, from the left hand to the right now for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Good. Now drop the chest down, take a deep breath in. I want you to pass the ball behind you one more time, and then bend your knees and see if you can slap the ball between your ankles, then extend the legs out. Now scoop the core in tight, step your hands one on top of the other, rest your forehead on the back of your hands, lift your chest, lift the legs, squeeze the ball, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the chest, lift the legs, squeeze the ball, inhale down, stay there for 3, and 2, holding the last one up, stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1, lower everything down. Now extend the arms out to your sides. The arms extended. Again, lift the chest, lift the legs, and down. Stay there for 3, and 2. Last one, lift and lower. Take your hands under your shoulders and sit back onto your heels. Good. Okay, we're going to do one more variation. And I want you to have your ball under your ankles. I'm going to try to plank on your ball. So see, you can just lift your knees up and just hold there. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees back down. Any adjustments that you might need to. Shoulders directly under, or hands under your shoulders. Extend the legs, lift, and see if you can roll in and out. So this is super advanced. Roll the ball in and back. Stay there for 3 and 2. Last one, extend, and then drop the knees. Let's sit back onto the heels one last time. Good, so that last one's quite a tough one. A bit cruel to kind of save it there for the end of the class. I just thought I'd throw it in case everyone wanted to try it. Now to stretch, we're just gonna, again, put that ball right between your shoulder blades, open your arms out to the sides, make some big snow angels, just sweeping the arms up and down, trying to keep the backs of the hands on the floor. Maybe inch yourself up or down, depending on how your body feels, where you want to feel that stretch. The ball could be either closer to your neck or closer to your lower back. But you really just want to open out the shoulders, open out the collarbone, open out that chest, and just reach the hands to the sides. Really stretch the fingers, feel the fascia of the arms, kind of stretching as you reach those fingertips. And then take the hands all the way behind you. Lift your hands, lift your head, roll up off your ball, spin yourself around. Pop the ball to the side, tuck your toes, lift your knees, press into your heels, arch the back, tailbone up to the ceiling, and then walk your hands back towards your feet, just hanging over the legs, wrap around the back of the legs, nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then bend the knees, round the spine, and roll yourself right back up to standing as we started. Shoulders and head up. Arms overhead, float up into a balance and hold there for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your heels and just swing everything out. Great, hope you enjoyed that fun with the ball. If you have any questions, please do message us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're checking the messages all the time, so get in touch and let me know what you guys need to know about. Any requests, I'm here to suit whatever you need. So please do check out all of our social media. Please subscribe and keep in touch. See you soon.